Today, we are putting together the pieces of what could be the MCU's next great saga, all based on a series of really incredible leaks. We're going to map out the story of Doctor Doom step by step, and trust me, it is a journey you will not see coming.
All right, let's just jump right in with the most shocking detail, a quote that supposedly comes right from the source material, and it perfectly sets the stage for everything else. This is not your typical villain origin story. Oh no, this is a story about betrayal on a cosmic scale.
So I want you to forget everything you think you know about Doctor Doom. Because if these leaks are true, his story doesn't start with him on a throne plotting world domination. It starts with him fighting right alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. And get this, the most interesting part is that he's apparently being genuine. There's no ulterior motive, no secret plan. For the first 2/3 of this story, Doom is sincerely working with the good guys. They're all united by one single desperate goal, to stop reality from collapsing. You see, his entire focus is on these universe-ending events. He sees the multiverse as this fragile house of cards, and the incursions are about to bring the whole thing crashing down. And in his mind, he's the only one with the guts to do what needs to be done. But here's the thing, this heroic alliance, it's incredibly fragile. It has a breaking point, and the irony is, it's the hero's own goodness that ends up lighting the fuse for his inevitable, catastrophic betrayal. This basically maps out the entire structure of the movie. It all hinges on this one dramatic pivot. He's not the villain at the beginning. He becomes the villain right when the final act kicks off, and it just turns the entire story completely on its head. So why does he turn? Well, Doom comes to a terrifying conclusion. He decides that the hero's moral compass, their belief in free will, their constant universe hopping, it isn't a virtue, it's a disease. He sees their methods as a chaotic weakness that's literally causing the incursions. And in his mind, he is the only cure. And he doesn't just, disagree and leave. He decides the heroes themselves are the problem, an obstacle that needs to be removed. And we're not talking about a small fight here. This is a calculated, devastating attack designed to take key players off the board before they even realize they're in a war. Let's just break down how insane this is. He allegedly hacks the X-Men's own defense system, the Sentinels, and turns them against the mutants. Then he unleashes his own army of Doombots. And he does this while a whole group of heroes are there, catching them totally off guard. The source is pretty clear. This is an absolute massacre. So, with the heroes scattered, broken, and, decimated, Doom doesn't waste a second. He immediately moves to establish his new, terrifying order across every single reality. And look at this to-do list. It's so methodical. This isn't random chaos. It's a systematic dismantling of every single force that protects the multiverse. He's not trying to win a fight. He's trying to erase the very possibility of opposition. And this is where it gets deeply personal. By going after the son of Reed and Sue Storm, he's not just taking a powerful piece off the chessboard. No, he's deliberately igniting that classic, iconic rivalry between Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic right from the get-go. Okay, so let's dig into who this version of Doctor Doom really is. What's driving him? What does he look like? And what's the personal tragedy that's fueling this whole multiversal crusade? For almost the entire film, that iconic mask is his identity. He is the symbol, the tyrant. According to the source, we'll only see the face of Robert Downey Jr. in a few really powerful moments, which will make those reveals all the more significant when we finally see the man behind the armor. This really breaks down the two sides of the character perfectly. On one hand, you've got the terrifying armored emperor who demands order. And on the other, you've got the broken man underneath, which gives us the why behind all these horrifying actions. And there it is, the heart of his rage. It isn't just about ambition. It's born from a deep, personal tragedy. This backstory apparently explains why he was totally absent during huge events like the fight against Galactus. He was grieving, he was broken, and now he's found a target for all that rage. The very idea of a hero. And we're gonna see his power and his evolution reflected visually in his armor. The leaks say we'll see 3 different versions. It starts with a simpler suit, then evolves into a harsh and badass comic-accurate version for most of the movie, and then a 3rd suit, probably reserved for his final godlike form. So what's Doom's ultimate goal?
It's not just to rule, it's to have total, absolute control. And that means he has to eliminate the one being who is literally holding the entire multiverse together, Loki, the god of stories. I mean, can you imagine this? This sets up a battle of monumental proportions. It's not just a physical fight. It's a battle for the soul of reality at the center of all time, with Thor making a desperate last stand to protect his brother and the very idea of free will that Doom despises so much. And this might be the most chilling detail in all these leaks. After everything Loki has been through, after he became the linchpin of the entire MCU, the god of stories, the protector of all timelines, might only show up for a single scene?
The implication of that one scene is just, it's absolutely devastating. To gain full control of the multiverse, to impose his perfect, rigid order, Doom has to kill the god who's holding it all together. He literally has to unravel reality, just so he can rebuild it in his own image. And that's the terrifying question we're left with, isn't it? As one man's personal tragedy becomes the multiverse's doomsday, it seems like the only thing standing in his way might just be the very first thing he destroys.